SportsCast with Jeremy Buckelew is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show.
Good afternoon. I usually say good evening. Good afternoon today. Welcome to another episode of SportsCast. I'm your host, Jeremy Buckelew. Glad to have you joining us for a special broadcast. Kenna and I bringing you the Super Bowl Super Show today. It's going to be a short Super Show before the big game kicks off here in about an hour. And so glad you are tuning in and watching along at home. I want to say thank you real quick to our sponsors, as we do each and every week. Thank you to TEC for the high-speed internet here at the studio. As always, they take care of everything we've got going on here with our live stream and just all the devices we have hooked up and getting the signal out, and it always works like a charm for us. And so if it can take care of all of that here at the studio for both my show and Mike Weatherford's show, then you know it at home that it can take care of whatever you've got going on. And so give the folks at TEC a call and get on their list to be a new TEC customer. And then I also want to say thank you to the Peddler Advantage for helping us out each and every week. They are still in circulation all over West Tennessee, and you can find the MyParisTV.com lineups, which is the Mike Weatherford Show, the Tennessee Informer, and my show in the Peddler each and every week. And again, serving 9 counties across West Tennessee. If you've got a classified ad you need placed, get it in the Peddler Advantage, and even more people will see it than if you just throw it out there somewhere else. And you can always go see them at 105 South Market Street or give them a call at 731-644-9595. And again, thanks to the Peddler Advantage. I want to say thank you also to Mike Weatherford, letting us use his studio here on Brewer Street. Proud member of the Brewer Street Mafia, and appreciate Mike. We're coming up on a year of doing shows. Don't forget, we are simulcasting on both Facebook and YouTube. And so whichever place you choose to watch, we appreciate it. You can go to MyParisTV.com and find out more about all of the MyParisTV lineup. But watch us on Facebook or on YouTube, either one, each and every week here at SportsCast. So, again, thank you to everybody for tuning in. I think Kevin's going to throw a call-in number up on the screen. If you want to call in and give us your score prediction for the Super Bowl. I said the winner, whoever gets the closest to the actual score, will get a gift certificate, and I may even let you pick what gift certificate you want from town. And so, Kenna, glad to have you with us again this week, as I think both of us woke up from our naps just in time to get here for the show today. Your mic's not on.
Yeah,
there you go. See,
I woke up at, I think, 4.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I rolled over and it's time to get up and get going.
Yeah,
so
I guess it was like 3:45.
My Sunday afternoon nap was a good one today.
Yeah, me too. But I had other things I should have been doing.
Well,
and now I'm gonna be behind even further.
That's just how life works. Sometimes I do the same thing. But
yeah.
Just being you today. But what's the best thing you saw this week? Well,
I'm hoping with tennis.
Okay.
And I got uniforms ordered, and thank God that I did, because I was tired of the back and forth of, hey, what do you think? Hey, what do you think? Because I don't want to make the decision. I'm not the one wearing them. So I was just trying to figure out what these people want. And they're ordered. We're in. We'll get them for season in about 2 weeks.
You're hopefully going to be helping with tennis a lot more. Like, you've been helping, but when I say hopefully, I think Coach Getty has some lofty goals for you, but probably got to get some approval.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Most people love us.
And so maybe, but working with the tennis squad, I'm glad you brought that up, because starting next week, we're starting like a 3-episode series showcasing the spring sports for Henry County. And so next week will be softball and baseball. Then we've got soccer and track coming on. And then the third episode of that will be you and Coach Getty talking about the tennis program. And so make sure to join us for that. I know how stressed you've been with the tennis stuff, just because not only the practices and all that, but like you said, you had a busy week at work, and then being back in the office this week after Snowmageddon, and then I think Coach Getty and some others were just blowing your phone up all week long about some of that stuff, and so
and it also goes back to like what Cole was saying last week. You don't realize the operational side of all the sports stuff until you're the one having to do it, and it's like, whoa,
a lot of stuff to take care of.
Yeah.
My best thing I saw this week, I'm going to go with it's a tie. Blue coming home.
Because he's not in your room. He's disgusting.
So our outside cat Blue, like I won't say disappeared. He was out doing what cats do.
He was gone for a week.
And came back home yesterday and
with a gnarly.
Kenna had to take him straight to the vet.
Just behind his ear, and now it's cleaned out, but it's disgusting.
And so now she's playing cat nurse because, he had some surgery yesterday, and I was just glad to see him because I knew how worried you were about him.
Yeah, I had a dream that he was frozen at the bottom of our pond.
And so, and I knew that was a big issue. So one of the best things I saw this week was Blue coming back home. But then I guess last night, the Songwriters Night in Huntington, got to go play for Lex LaShawn again. It's always fun. Had a good time, met some interesting people there. And so best thing I saw was those two things. So we're talking I'm hesitant to say the Super Bowl, but this is, as I said, our Super Bowl Super Show this afternoon here for a next couple minutes. But I read somewhere the other day that the actual term, the Super Bowl, is trademarked, and so you're not allowed to use it to advertise your stuff with Super Bowl. Yeah, that's why everybody says the big game is coming up. The big game is today. And so hopefully I won't get a cease and desist letter from the NFL. I don't know if I will or not, but we'll see. I'm not counting on it. Not too worried about it if I do. But just a big game today against the Seahawks and the Patriots. Now, as we were going off the air last week, we kind of hinted at the fact that there's some conspiracy theories going on, and not that you're a conspiracy theorist, but you do enjoy a good conspiracy theory and reading and learning about it. And so,
yeah, I'm not smart enough to make them up. Like, I can't put things together like that, but I love reading about them.
So what was the big conspiracy theory you were thinking of last week?
Well,
one of them. What's one of them? Well,
that would be that every year that the Seahawks have made it to the Super Bowl, there has been a new pope.
Okay.
What is that? Elected? Chosen?
No, it's chosen by the Catholic Church, essentially. Like all the leaders of the Catholic Church get together in Vatican City and vote.
The smoke thing.
The smoke thing, yeah. And so
every year that there's been a new, they haven't won every year that they've gotten a new one, but they've gone.
Okay,
which is kind of crazy.
I went back and did some research.
Okay.
And that conspiracy theory holds true back to 2005. So, which I would say it checks out because here's why. So, in 1963, there was a new pope. We don't care about that. In 1978, Pope John Paul was chosen to be pope. The 1979 Super Bowl, and you have to do the year after because, the season starts in August and ends the next year. And so the 1979 Super Bowl was Dallas versus Pittsburgh. And I think Pittsburgh won that one. But in 2005, Pope Benedict is elected pope after the death of Pope John Paul, and the Seattle Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. That year, though, they lose to our Steelers 21-10. That was the first Super Bowl that I remember Ben Roethlisberger winning. It was the last Super Bowl that Bill Cowher won as the Steelers head coach. And so that's 2005. In 2013, Pope Francis is elected after Pope Benedict. I can't remember if he died or stepped down. I think he stepped down as Pope. I'm pretty sure he did. That's not important to all the conversation, but Pope Francis in 2013, the 2014 Super Bowl is Seattle versus the Colts. Seattle blows them out 43-8. Seattle was in the 2015 Super Bowl. That was the famous throw the ball from the 1 yard line with Marshawn Lynch standing in the backfield against the Patriots, where they lost. And then this year, Pope Leo, the first American pope, is elected from Chicago, and the Seahawks are in the Super Bowl. So 2005, 2013, 2025, all years that a new pope was elected, all years that Seattle is in the Super Bowl. So it checks out for the most part. That's a good conspiracy theory. All you sports guys out there and sports history buffs, place some money the next time there's a new pope that the Seahawks will be in the Super Bowl, because there seems to be a little bit of a pattern here. So, yeah. So I thought it was pretty interesting to actually that it works out. So many of those you hear that
there are holes in them.
There's holes in them, and it's just made up garbage for the most part. But that one seems to check out.
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So again, what do you think about the game tonight? Have you done any research whatsoever on the Patriots or the Seahawks? Who are you hoping wins, or do you care?
I don't really care, but I want the Seahawks to win because of the conspiracy. I know the conspiracy is just that they get there, so okay, but I just like that they get to be in part of this. I just like conspiracies, so I'm going to pull for them.
What are some other ones you like? Like, what are some of your favorite conspiracies?
Should we go into that?
I'm not saying you have to believe them. You just the ones you enjoy hearing about.
Ellen Keller's fake. She is not blind, not deaf. That's fake.
Okay, that's one of them.
We did not go to the moon.
They're about to do another moon. They're fixing to send another crew to the moon.
Okay.
And I say another one because I believe we went to the moon. And so
then why haven't we done it in the past 50 years?
I guess there's just been no need for it. I don't know. They've tried a couple times, and anyway.
I won't go into all of them.
Okay.
That could get me in trouble.
We get enough trouble as it is. With you for sure won't be that assistant tennis coach now, because from all the other trouble we get into, they'll have us banned from any Henry County.
We'll have to move.
We'll get where we banished. We'll move back to Dixon County.
We're the traitors.
Yeah. Speaking of, that's another so the Olympics are going on right now. Mm-hmm. Right before the team, I was telling you Team America because you enjoy the figure skating.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite Olympic sport?
I don't know. I just like the Olympics. Brings out some.
Well, so Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski are the commentators for figure skating, and they're on the Traitors, and you have gotten us hooked on the Traitors. If you don't watch the Traitors, it's a great show as far as it's a game that's on Peacock or whatever.
Yeah, but don't talk to me about it till Wednesdays.
Right. Don't talk to Kenna about it.
I don't get to watch till Tuesdays.
New episodes come out on Thursdays, but she goes to dinner with the Dyers on Tuesday nights, and that's when we watch. They watch the Traitors, which is a great show. Eric may be like, I don't want y'all telling all my business out there. Whoops, sorry. We can edit that out, right? But yeah, Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski are on the Traitors this season, and so
is Johnny still on?
He's still on.
They both are.
Why are you asking me? Like you haven't watched the latest episode? So Whitney and I watch. Your mom and I watch it on Thursday nights when it comes out, and then you watch it the following week. And so now,
caught up.
Well, now that you got, it's your fault for getting us hooked on it.
I know.
But anyway, so yeah, they're on there. But Olympics started this week. I love the Olympics. I like the fast events, like the skiing. Like speed skating. I like that. I like the alpine downhill. and bobsled and luge and all that stuff is fascinating to me. So I'll be watching the Olympics all week long when I'm at home, and not going to be home much this week because Henry County fans, if you're into Patriot stuff, busy week. Played a basketball game last night, won against Northwest. So 2 big wins for our squads just because the win versus Northwest for the boys got them back in basically a tie for first place. We went to Northwest a couple weeks ago, and they beat our boys by 3, but we were able to get back even with them last night after beating them by 5 at our place. And then Monday night, Dixon. Tuesday night, we go to West Creek. Thursday night, West Creek comes to Gamblin. Saturday, we go to Kenwood. And then the district tournament starts next week. It'll be next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Monday or something like that. And then hopefully do well enough in the district, qualify for region, do well enough in the region to qualify for sub-state. Be great to host a sub-state game, make it to Murfreesboro for the state tournament. But busy week for Henry County, as I said. Another, a lot of opportunities to watch basketball, but then spring sports starts up. When do y'all actually start your season?
The last week of February.
Last week of February. So that'll be here before you know it.
I want to say West Creek.
You were supposed to open with Dixon, but they got that changed, right?
That was ridiculous.
Well, if you are a Henry County fan, you know what kind of rivalry we have with Dixon. Doesn't matter the sport. Again, tomorrow night in Gamblin Gymnasium.
Oh, that was a lie. We start with Greenfield.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's good. But, yeah, be here before we know it and be about that time. So what's your score prediction for tonight?
Let's go.
I'm going to write this down because.
Oh, yeah. I could win the gift card.
You could win the gift card.
31-21 Seahawks.
All right. That's a good guess. I think you're the second person today I've heard say that. So if you want to call in with your score prediction, there's a number on the screen, 731-924-9998. You can call in and give your score prediction. The closest will win a gift card is what we're doing. And so $25 gift card to like I said, I may do just a place. Usually I just go get one from somewhere, but if you win it, I may let you tell me where you want a gift card from, or we may just do like a Visa gift card or something. But whoever gets the closest. So Kenna says 31-21 Seattle. I have my reasons for wanting Seattle to win. The main reason is I watched the AFC Championship and the Patriots game, and I wasn't impressed. I thought I know Denver's a good team. It was in Denver. They had their backup quarterback, but I just wasn't blown away by the Patriots offense. And so because of that, I'm picking Seattle, but I know a lot of you saying, well, you idiot. Like Drake May he came 1 vote short, I think, of winning the MVP this year, but he just didn't do anything that's wowed me in the AFC Championship. Seattle's got a really good defense, and so I think that Seattle is going to be victorious tonight. But part of me wants the Patriots to win because of Mike Vrabel, and I kind of hit on this a couple weeks ago. The way that the Titans and their front office did Mike Vrabel, I would love nothing more than to see him win a Super Bowl his first season back in coaching because of that. And I know a lot of you, well, you're just a Titans hater and all that. And maybe I am. Same way I'm a Tennessee Vol hater. But I think the Titans, until they get some new front office management and ownership, they are not going to do very well. Now that Robert Saleh is back, or not back, but he's the new head coach at Tennessee. He struggled at the Jets the last time he was a head coach somewhere, lost that job. But I don't know. I was never a Mike Vrabel fan when he was playing, mainly because he was on the Patriots team, and I hated the Patriots back then with Tom Brady and Edelman and all those guys. Gronkowski just, ugh. But
that's how they talk about you too.
I'm sure it is how they talk about me. That's okay. Listen, you don't know how many people probably talk about me. Like, I wish this guy would just shut up. We know that's true for a handful of folks. because they're not shy and letting us know. But yeah, just something about. I never was a Vrabel fan, but I want Vrabel. I would love it if he got a win. And the way I put it this morning to my Sunday school class was just so he could like stick it to the Titans.
Yeah.
You know, just so he could write a letter to Amy Adams or whatever her name is that is running the Titans now and be like, you idiot, look at what you could have had. Because I think when they made that hire for him to be the head coach, so many people were excited about the potential. And then, you know, while he was their coach, they traded away A.J. Brown. And I remember seeing that draft video the night they traded A.J. Brown and drafted Trayvon Burke from Arkansas, who had been injury prone even at Arkansas, I think.
Shocker.
That he was not happy about it. And that was kind of the end of the Mike Vrabel era for Tennessee. But I would love nothing more than for him to be able to say, look at what you could have had, Titans. But it's the way it goes. And so he's back in New England as their coach. And I would love for him to win. I just don't think he can tonight. I think that maybe, you know, a couple years down the road or so, did a great job I think they won that division where they were number 2 seed, I guess, because Denver, I think, was the number 1 seed in the AFC. But, you know, just one of those situations to where I think that the Seahawks are going to be too much for New England this evening. But we'll see. Hopefully not. Like I said, I'd love nothing more than for Mike Vrabel to win. But I think that the problem is going to be I don't know that the Patriots are going to be able to keep up scoring-wise. And I've never been a big Sam Darnold fan, but I'm really happy for him, especially the way that he was treated kind of in Minneapolis when he wasn't a bad quarterback, and then they got rid of him anyway and traded him, and now they're struggling with all these quarterback issues. And so I've never been a huge USC fan. If Dr. Greer was watching, I know that he would probably say that he is, because of course he's got a son that goes there. But I hope, Sam Darnold, I would love to see him be able to win a Super Bowl because of it and go from there. But I've got Seattle, and I said earlier that it would be, I don't know how close it would be. I like that 31. I may go Seattle 34-20 because I think that they're going to win comfortably. I don't think that they will struggle at all. I think that it's going to be a close game to start, but then they're going to pull away and they're going to win.
I think it's going to come down to turnovers.
Well, that's
it's going to be a defensive game. Who's going to stop the ball?
How poetic would it be if Seattle won because they intercepted the Patriots on? Wouldn't that be crazy? That'd be crazy. We need to get Scott out here to talk about that, but it would be insane if it was a complete opposite of what happened back in 2015. That would be crazy, but we'll see. I don't know. So again, my heart is with New England. My mind and logic is with Seattle. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to say 34-20. Kenna's at 31-21. By the way, Coach Edgen says she loves having you as a co-host, and she's rooting for the Patriots and Mike Vrabel and Drake May. I like
Drake May, and I like Drake May as not a sports reason. I like him because him and his wife are high school sweethearts.
Those pictures of them through the years, was
it's
really
so
cute.
Sweet. As somebody who has been with their significant
you and
other
Luke are high school sweethearts. It's okay.
for
You can say
4
it.
years. I like pulling for people.
Gives you hope.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, because Drake May was, obviously a superstar in high school because he got a bunch of D1 offers, was a superstar at North Carolina. Now here he is going to the Super Bowl. And They just have this sweet little story of they may have been like some of those pictures. They look like
They were young.
like middle schoolers,
Yeah.
and so you and Luke are behind.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, but anyway, yeah. So I just wasn't impressed with Drake in the AFC Championship. He had a couple throws that were short, and I don't know. It just didn't wow me. And maybe it's because I don't watch enough New England, because that's the one thing I do not like. I don't buy Red Zone or anything like that. And so, being in Tennessee, we get to watch the Titans and then whatever else is the game of the week. Well, so many times they weren't the game of the week, or I had something else going on, or I took my Sunday nap and,
That's
slept
the main
right
reason. Let's be for real.
slept through it or something, But
I'm gonna watch this game. Snoring.
you should. I should have uploaded that video you got of me last week.
No,
Sleep on the couch.
that was just for you.
Okay. Don't leave your phone laying around if you have a daughter lurking around the house.
Because we
trying
were
to-
supposed to watch the Traders, and then Mom was like, "No, I have to leave." And then I was like, "You're gonna fall asleep anyway, so why would we turn it on?" And he's like, "I'm not falling asleep." And I walked downstairs 20 minutes later, and he's zonked.
Listen, I work hard during the week.
Oh yeah, you work so hard.
Leave me alone. Yeah, so that's where we are at Patriots Seahawks coming up here in about 30 minutes. And so thought I heard the phone ring back there, but I don't have anything in my headset. So if we don't have any callers, then we're going to call it a show. And all right, so don't forget, next week we will be talking to, excited about next week's show because, again, going to start a 3-part series on spring sports. And so Coach Lassiter, I love, has been here so many times, and he's going to be here with us to talk about softball. And then Coach Curtis Copeland, who is the head coach of the Henry County Patriot baseball team, follows the show. I appreciate Coach Copeland. I think he's been there 3 years now, and going to talk about how the season should look for Henry County and what we're excited about. And Henry County baseball has had some really good runs here recently, a couple of sub-state appearances. And so got Coach Copeland and Coach Lassiter coming in next week. Be live here in the studio at 7:30. Going to write Scott down. He says 37-21 Seahawks. So everybody's picking the Seahawks, and that's fine. But don't forget, next week, live back here at Brew Street Mafia Studios, 7:30 p.m. Coach Copeland, Coach Lassiter here in studio to talk about baseball and softball. Like I said, the next week, Coach Winders is going to be here talking about track, and going to have some track athletes here. And then the soccer guys are coming in around 8 o'clock. That's another thing with the new we're going not a new format, but a lot of these shows will be segmented. And so, like, for the first 30 minutes, we'll talk about softball. And the last 30 minutes, we'll talk about baseball. And then we're going to talk about track. We're going to talk about soccer. And then you and Coach Getty will come in here and talk for an hour about tennis and whatever else Coach
Probably
Getty wants to talk about. Fishing,
the weather.
Listen,
Probably anything.
anything and everything. I can't wait to talk
It
to
might
Coach
be
Getty.
3 hours long.
That's all right.
Get ready.
I can't wait for it. But next week, Coach Lassiter, Coach Copeland here in the studio to talk about softball and baseball. So we're excited about that. Again, thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget, Mike Weatherford's show this week has an independent voice for governor. She poised to break the two-party mold. Lauren Pinkston will be in studio here with Mike on Tuesday night, February the 10th at 7 o'clock to talk about her campaign, I guess. And she's an independent voice running for governor of Tennessee, which is about to start heating up. I think the election's in November or something like that. And so, and then don't forget Tennessee Informer this week. What is the National Archives withholding? Martin Luther King evidence, who's not complying and why, with special guest John Avery Emerson. That is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on the Tennessee Informer. Be sure and check that out as well. And so, again, we appreciate you watching tonight for our Super Bowl Super Show. Everybody's got the Seahawks winning, and so we'll see how that plays out. But appreciate you tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. Again, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to Eaton Construction, and to Shelter Insurance and Philip Massey, and to John Trosper out at Tennessee Real Estate Company. We appreciate all of them for helping bring SportsCast each and every week to TEC, to the Peddler Advantage. Thank you to Kevin Keel and Scott Norwood in the back getting us on air. That means a lot to us. We appreciate them. And so we're going to go watch the game. Until next week.
Take care of yourselves and others.
Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.